What's up, people of the world? My name is Jay, and welcome to this edition of Sleight of Hand 101. Today we're going to be discussing a false cut known as the Swivel Cut Flourish. So grab your deck of cards, and let's jump into it. By the end of this video, you will know the Swivel Cut Flourish and be able to apply it to your own tricks. So let's get started. The main focus behind the Swivel Cut Flourish is to essentially mislead and misdirect your spectator or audience into believing that their card is somewhere in the center of the deck when you are in reality controlling it on the top or the bottom of the deck the entire time. For demonstration purposes, we'll take the top card. Let's say that their card is the 8 of clubs. Now they think because you've done some sort of double lift or something to misdirect them in the beginning that their card is somewhere in the center, when in reality their card is on the top or let's say on the bottom of the deck. So we've got the king and we have the 8. Now if we perform the Swivel Cut Flourish, you'll notice that the 8 stays on the top and the king stays on the bottom. In fact, the entire deck remains the same the entire time. That's not really important, but the top and the bottom cards will always remain the same when you perform the Swivel Cut Flourish. For tutorial purposes, we'll keep the 8 flipped over. And right off the bat, I want you to notice which hand you keep the deck in a comfortable grip, your dealer's grip. For me, that's my left hand. If you're right-handed and you have it in this hand, just follow along in the opposite way that I teach here. So I've got the deck in my left hand. What I'm going to do with my right hand is I'm going to take my thumb and my middle finger, and I'm going to make contact with the opposite corners, if not just a little bit more inland on the deck, opposite of the thumb. So you're going to pinch and pick up the deck. So you are pinching between your thumb and your middle finger of your opposite hand on the opposite side of where your thumb would be. So you have that. What you're going to do with your pointer finger is you're going to break off about a third or a fourth of the pack, and that is pivoted between your thumb. Every single one of your packs that you pivot here is going to be pivoted on your thumb. So your thumb is going to be doing a lot of work in this trick. Your pointer finger and your middle finger will be doing a lot of work. These two fingers will have a play later on in the flourish. So what you're going to do is you're going to swivel this first pack off to the left. And with your other hand, using this pad between your pointer and your thumb, this little pad right here, you're going to pinch and grab that first pack. So let's do that again. You have it pinched, you break off, you make contact, and you steal. Okay? Your next part of the flourish is the exact same thing as the beginning. You're going to break off a third, if not just half of the rest of the deck, and you're going to have it in that swivelish pivot between your thumb and your pointer finger. What you're going to do is, as you're moving your left hand to make contact with your ring and your pinky, also pivoting your thumb back here, you're going to hand this pack off to those two fingers and your thumb and steal this middle pack. Just like that. So we'll do this from the beginning. You have it pinched. You break off that first pack. Steal it. Break off the next part. Everything is pivoted on your thumb here. And as you transfer this bottom pack down here, you steal the middle pack. Now at full speed, that's going to look like this. You're going to be in this situation. And actually, honestly, you don't really need to use your pinky. You can just pivot it between your thumb, this bottom pack between your thumb and your ring finger. So we'll do that again. Transfer and steal. Okay? So now you're in this position. You've got your pointer finger pivoting off your thumb with this top pack. You've got your main pack with the top card that we were using pivoted between your thumb and your ring finger, and you have a stolen pack, the middle pack, in your left hand. The next part is you're going to turn your right hand, the hand that's not holding this pack, downwards. So kind of show the face to your audience. With your pointer finger on this hand, you are going to flip this over, flip your hand over. So essentially they can see this. When you do it fast enough, they're not going to see this bottom card. It really doesn't matter at this point. You're gonna take your pointer finger and you're gonna break off the pivot of your thumb. So now you are pivoted between your 2 pointer fingers of both hands, okay? What you're going to do is rotate this pack, kind of extend your pointer finger on your right hand over here. You're gonna extend it and drop. It's a little confusing, so we'll do it again. Break and steal, break, hand off this bottom pack down to your ring finger and steal the middle pack, okay? Turn this hand down to face, turn this hand over, pointer finger steals the pivot from your thumb, and now your pivot is between your 2 pointer fingers, and you are literally clockwise rotating this pack, okay? So you're clockwise rotating and letting it land. And the last part is dropping the rest of the pack on. So we'll do that in slow motion, the full thing. Break, steal, break, transfer and steal, rotate, steal the pivot, clockwise rotate it onto the pack, drop the rest on. So in real speed, that looks like this. Just like that. That is essentially the Swivel Cut Flourish as a whole. Now how you can apply this to a trick, like I mentioned at the beginning, let's say you're gonna take a double lift. For me, I like to take it from the center. We're gonna use the 10 of clubs. We've got our double lift, obviously. You're gonna take, and what you're gonna tell your spectators, you're gonna take their 10 of clubs. Obviously it's not. You're gonna put it somewhere in the pack. Is that fair? Can I leave that there? Would you like to be moved? Ask a lot of questions. I keep stressing this in all my videos. Ask a lot of questions with every trick you do. Talk and use eye contact. Misdirection is just a magician's favorite tool in the toolbox, okay? So you're gonna push not their 10, obviously. So their 10's on top. They think it's somewhere in the center. So you're gonna say, I'm gonna shuffle the deck. You do this cool move, Swivel Cut Flourish, 10's still on top. And they think, oh, wow, that was awesome, do it again, or something, you know, whatever. People actually find this Swivel Cut Flourish to be really interesting, especially when you get it down and you get it really fast. People think it's really cool, and they do believe that their card is just being shuffled around and they don't know where it is, when in reality, you've got it the whole time. You can apply it in any way you like. The Swivel Cut Flourish is very versatile, and it really helps you with your dexterity, with breaking off packs, doing different little cuts. Now another feature that you can add to the Swivel Cut Flourish, something that I like to do, and it makes it a little more convincing if you're okay with just keeping the top card and the rest of the deck can be shuffled around legitimately. You're gonna take their card, let's say their card's the 7 of hearts. You're gonna perform the Swivel Cut Flourish, and then you say something like, well, actually, I'll shuffle it in a normal way so you can see. And if you know how to do a regular shuffle, like this, just make sure that their card remains on the top. So the 7 of hearts would be right there. So it still remains. The rest of the pack will be shuffled up. But if you're okay with that, this is perfect. So you can incorporate both of them. Really, really emphasize that you're shuffling the deck. That's what really gets people, because they think they're in control. And the whole point of manipulation is to steal that control back. So for instance, if I were to say, I'll take a card from the center. Actually, this is a triple lift, so I kind of screwed that up. But put their card in the center. You know, you'll say, I'm gonna do the Swivel Cut Flourish. Now I'm gonna legitimately shuffle it. Obviously, you could see that I kind of kept a couple cards right here on the top for main purposes. So their card's actually 2. Then you could do the shake change. Something like that. If you don't know the shake change, I ask that you click the video down there. You can learn that. Also, if you don't know the double lift, click the video at the top of the screen. That would be right there, and you can learn that. Every single one of my Sleight of Hand videos, you can learn and apply them together. That's kind of the main purpose, is to apply all these little moves together to create your own arsenal of tricks. That's the main thing, is to create your own arsenal. Once you have your own arsenal, go out and perform. That's the Swivel Cut Flourish. Thank you guys so much for watching. You know, I really hope you learned something. If you like this video, make sure you hit that like button. It really does help me out, and I appreciate it a lot. You know, if you didn't like this video, It's no skin off your nose. Just hit that like button. Like I said, it helps me out, and I appreciate it, and I appreciate you. Check out J Nation for more Sleight of Hand 101 related content, and make sure to subscribe so you never miss a video. I'll catch you guys later. Oh, look at this. Hey, wanna go get some chow? Puppet chow? Peace.